This is the rocker, Keith Ramsey from Deep South Paranormal, and you're listening to Steve Naomi on Into the Unknown Realm on DTM Wicked Radio.
Welcome into the unknown realm with your hosts, Steve and Naomi from STURS Paranormal. Take a journey with us into a world that few understand and even fewer dare to go. On your home for everything wicked, DTMWickedRadio.com.
Welcome into the unknown realm. I am Naomi.
I am Nikki.
And unfortunately, Steve is not here joining us, but fortunately,
Nikki is.
Yay! Nikki is one of our teammates from our paranormal team S.T.U.R.S, so we're excited to have her here to join us.
Thank you.
Girls' night, woohoo! Except for Steve. Quiet Steve is the exception. He is in the chat room, so feel free to chat it up in the chat room. He is there to talk to you all and say hello. Big hello to Ken DaCosta, who is in the chat room as well.
Hi, Ken.
Anyways, so first of all, I'd like to do a big, huge sympathies to the family of Robin Williams. That is just really sad news. Those who maybe haven't heard, unfortunately, Robin Williams has, rumor is, and I absolutely do not know if it's true, but it's showing on all the social links that he took his life, which is just terrible news, very sad.
Very, very sad.
I mean, he's definitely one of those people I loved of the comedy realm, and he's just, it's, I don't know, very, very sad, very, very sad. But anyways, moving on. Like I said, Steve is not with us tonight. He is up in the super, super boondocks of Maine, where they're lucky if they have electricity there. And don't have phone, don't have internet. Can you imagine no internet? Oh my gosh.
I'd go crazy.
I know. Absolutely crazy.
Although it might be a good thing.
Yeah. Sometimes you need that.
Serenity.
You need that break. Yeah, that breakaway. And, especially when you're working on big events or whatever. I mean, Ken would know this. Where he just did the Ocean State Paracon, and you could just tell the relief on his face when that was finished. But we have also coming up next week, you'll have to join us, the gang from Paranormal After Party, which is cool. A whole bunch of awesome people who are always a blast to have around. So you're going to have to tune in for that. That's going to be a good time. A lot of folks. Going to be a crazy, crazy, crazy night. Yeah. But it's going to be worth it, so make sure you listen in. So much fun. We also have coming up in the upcoming weeks, Shannon and Sylvia from Ghost Hunters International. And also next month, this is one I definitely want to mention because I'm actually reading her book. It's called Bones, and it's by Joni Mahan. She actually wrote several different books.
I've heard of that book.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I heard it was really, really good.
It's based on, those who don't know, it's based on the Haunted Victorian in Gardner, Mass, and which our team has been there, and it's an awesome place. And it talks about the stories of Edwin and Lillian, who of course have been on our show before, not Lillian, but Edwin, and about their experiences there. And it's just amazing. She does such a great job. I've gotten about halfway through it, and I love it. Absolutely love it. So I can't wait to have her on. Amongst lots and more, but anyways. I want to wish my daughter a very happy preseason this coming Sunday. She goes into her 3rd year of college, and her field hockey season starts Sunday, so there goes her summer. But anyways, did you want to do any shout-outs to any of your friends since you're out here on the air?
I'm with my girl tonight. That's all that matters. No, I love everybody else.
Aww. Anyways, so if you have not heard yet, tonight we have a very talented lady with us. I first heard about her when we were speaking to our friend Ken DaCosta from Rise Up Paranormal, and he's like, I'm pretty skeptic of psychics and mediums. He said, but this girl, she is so good. She just is amazing. And he continued on to tell us a story where she was involved in, and he's just like, she's just so good. So Steve and I went into a gallery, and she was just amazing. And then, of course, now this year, we went to one that she was at Ocean State Paracon, and she's just amazing. Yeah. And just love what great job she does. And, and she gives good vibes for the medium spirit world. Good. So anyways, we'd like to welcome to our show spirit medium Tiffany Rice. Welcome, Tiffany.
Welcome, Tiffany.
Hi, guys. How are you?
We're great. It's girls' night.
I love girls' nights. I love it. You know why? Especially on radio. It's nice because you can wear your sweatpants, you can wear your hoodies. Nobody's going to know. Well, actually, I told everyone, but, you can wear whatever you want. Put a facial on. Whatever.
It's so funny. I'm doing the same thing, and I was like, am I supposed to dress up for this?
I know. I'm like,
no one can see you.
I know.
I'm very open. I'm very open with my yoga pants and my hoodie apparel. I love wearing that. So anything more than that is considered dress up to me. So
I know she comes in, and I'm like in my work clothes still, and she's like, she said,
I'm in my yoga pants.
Yeah, she's in her yoga pants t-shirt.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no,
hey,
you're wearing what I want to be wearing. Oh, man.
Exactly. And I want to bring up, Naomi, I didn't know your daughter played field hockey. I played field hockey.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Awesome. Did you do it for just high school or college too, or?
Just through high school. I went through high school. I did all the camps, and I did coach for a little bit. So, yeah, I absolutely love it. I miss it. I have a lot of scars on my face from field hockey. Believe it or not.
You know what's funny is she started, the coach that came on and is there now, which is an amazing coach, she actually brought the Portsmouth, New Hampshire school to the championship, and she's actually from the school system that my daughter was in. And so she saw the opening for the field hockey coach there, and their field hockey team was horrible. They wouldn't get past the 50-yard line. It was terrible, so bad. And when my daughter started field hockey, it was for the feeder program in junior high, and they started when she was in 7th grade. So she was with this coach the whole time, and they just got so excited because they gradually went past the 50-yard line in the high school with the new coach. And then when my daughter came in, they were just getting amazing, and they were winning and doing great. And it's so funny because I remember hearing these girls at one of the games saying to another girl saying, "Oh, so how is this team? Are they good or whatever?" And like, "Oh, we'll win." and they lost. They lost to our team. But anyways, to keep it short, my daughter's team actually on her senior year went to the state championship game. Nice. So that's how far they went. And now she plays in college. So and she loves it, and it's awesome to see her play because she loves it, and to see someone do something they love so much, their aura, and just this amazing glow around them, and the passion just comes out. And actually, her college team last year went to the championship game.
Yeah, I remember seeing it.
Yeah, and it's awesome. I love it. So I get so excited every year to watch her play. So, but that's cool.
It's so fun. It's such a good sport. I really enjoy it, and I miss it. And I still have field hockey sticks. I keep them under my bed. Just in case anybody wants to know where I keep my field hockey sticks.
Those babies hurt.
Yeah, they do. They do. You never know.
Anyways, so Tiffany, a lot of people know you and from, all the spirit realm. You actually have your own show, which is web-based. And it's called, Spirit Connections, and that's Tuesdays at 9. And so besides
it's actually at 7. We did move it. We moved it to 7.
Oh, sorry.
And it's filmed out of Wareham, Mass. So it's on WCTV, which is a local station there. But it's also filmed, and you can watch it on SpookySouthCoast.com as well. So. Right. But it is filmed live in the studio at Tuesdays, but it is at 7. I think my website says 9 still. I have to update it.
Yeah.
But
still so bad.
Sorry.
So besides you, people knowing you as, spirit medium Tiffany Rice and on your show, what can you tell us a little bit about you and maybe your childhood and what brought you to be who you are now?
Yeah, absolutely. I grew up pretty normal, I guess. I enjoyed sports like field hockey. I took part in drama club. I did a lot of things. I had a lot of friends growing up and so forth. And it was probably around, I'd say junior high, going into high school, when I always tell this story too, but I had gone to a friend's baseball game, and I remember watching him play and thinking, he's going to get a home run. And sure enough, he got a home run. And then it started to develop even more. I would have conversations with people, and while I was speaking with them, I could actually see certain images popping into my head. And at the time, I thought, okay, Tiff, just stay focused. You don't want to go astray. People are going to think you're weird. Don't say anything. So I kind of kept it under wraps. And then soon after that, when I got into my 20s, I started to start honing in on my ability. I always talk about Maureen Hancock. I'm from the town in Bridgewater. She was a local medium. I went to see her, and through her, I ended up taking classes, and she helped me open up my intuitive side, and I started to just really practice from there. And that was in my early 20s. I decided, and if you start even thinking about getting involved with any type of energy work, you realize that there's a lot of different modalities out there. So I kind of wanted to embrace it even more, and I wasn't really sure which direction I wanted to go in. So I ended up taking a couple Reiki classes, and from there I ended up becoming a Reiki master. And what Reiki is, if you guys don't know, it's Japanese, and it means energy life force. So basically you're using your life force energy to help, whether it's physical ailments, whether it's just to calm and relax you, but you're using energy. And I figured by doing that, that would help me get me going in the right direction where I wanted to be, which in the end turned out to be my medium work. So I practice avidly. I do private readings. I offer gallery readings, group readings. I love working with Ken DaCosta for the Ocean State Paranormal, or the Paracon, I should say. I've been doing a lot of conventions lately. I love just getting the word out there. And that's pretty much it. It's something that always kind of stuck with me. I didn't know how to identify it until I was about in my 20s, because I was my parents just taught me everything was pretty much black and white. There was no gray area. So when I was able to actually choose my own path a little bit more independently, I was able to explore the gray area and hone in on my ability. And, I've tried pretty much almost every aspect there is out there as far as energy work goes, just to see what my niche was. And I just kept on coming back to my medium work. So I just practiced and practiced.
Wow. Ken says you're the queen of happy.
Aww. Sometimes. I'm not in my sweatpants. It's another story. I'm kidding.
He said, Tiff trivia. She likes Wendell's wings.
Yes, I love Wendell's.
I've never done
I've worked with Ken on a couple of different locations, and there's one in Norton, which is home of Wendell's. And if you guys are unfamiliar with Wendell's, they have the best boneless buffalo wings. So I always joke with them. I'm like, oh, we have to all go to Wendell's the next time we go to that location, and we haven't yet, but it's so good. I love food.
Yummy. So you talked a little bit about Maureen, and she helped you develop your gifts. And can you explain for someone who's just starting out, maybe how they can go about in developing their gifts, or, give your opinion on what they should do to, get on the path that they need to go?
One of the first things I would recommend doing, and I know it can be difficult, but it's so beneficial, is try to meditate. Because meditating will help you find your clarity. It'll help you get back to your basic roots, and it'll help you listen to your inner voice. Because that's what we're doing. We all have our intuition. We're all born with it. It's just some of us are tuned in a little bit differently than others. So if we can learn to quiet our minds a little bit, then we can start to really listen, get back to our roots and start listening to our inner voice and our intuition. Whether or not we think we're right or wrong, we have that little inner gut feeling that says, okay, this is what I should be doing. And that's your intuition. So meditation is key. If you can do it, I know sometimes it takes people a couple times to do it. I know the first time I meditated, I wanted to get up and walk out because we're constantly go, go, go. So it is difficult. Right. I'm not going to say it's easy, but even if you can give yourself 5 minutes a day, that's one thing. Another good thing that you can do is grab a regular little playing cards and, shuffle them up, and what you could do is pull a card from a deck. Don't look at it. And go with your first thought. What's your first thought? Is it a red card? Is it a black card? What suit is it? What number is it? Is it a king? Is it a queen? Again, those are just little techniques that you can do to help kind of open yourself up intuitively. If you don't have playing cards, grab a picture. Grab a regular Kodak picture that you have in your house. It would help if you had a few that you could shuffle through and not look at. You can start off that way. If you have a friend that has a picture of whether it's a pet or whether it's a person that they may know who's passed or that's still here, have them give you a picture and go off of certain feelings that you may get. And it's okay because you're probably not going to recognize them because they're not your own feelings. The pictures that you get aren't going to be from your memory. And that's something that I always tell people. It's especially when you're learning to open up intuitively, a lot of these feelings and these impressions that you get, you may think that they're wrong because they don't relate to you. Well, they're not supposed to. The message isn't for you. It's for the person that's in front of you. So you really kind of have to take ego out of it and go with your very first thought, which is also pretty difficult to do. It sounds easy. It sounds pretty simple, but it is difficult to do when we take ego out of it. But those are some of the techniques. There's more that you can do. And I always tell people, because I do teach intuitive classes, and I tell people, just because you're taking the class doesn't mean this is going to be your career where you're going to start spreading the good word and become a medium. Some people might just want to open up a little bit just so they can unlock doors that they've kind of teetered with before and never really had the grasp on it and just wanted to explore a little bit more. Like I mentioned before, there's so many different modalities of energy work that you can do, whether it's Reiki, there's angel cards that are amazing. I have a lot of good friends that do the angel card readings. There's even acupuncture. That's holistic. That's something, again, we're all using our energy for that as well. So it's really what you want to do with it. And I think a couple of those techniques that I mentioned, I think that's a good start. That's a good start zone.
Wow. Yeah, and they're so simple.
Mm-hmm.
You know, very simple.
They are. It really is, but it's one of those things where you don't think about it, but it's like, no, just, you know, or most of us have kids or crayons, at least, crayons, markers in the house. You know, close your eyes and set your intentions and say, okay, I want green. Set your intentions for the green. Close your eyes and go to where you feel the green is. I'm not going to say you're going to be right 100% of the time. Don't get me wrong. Because when I play playing cards, I'm awful. I'm awful at doing playing cards. But there's other things that I'm better at.
So would this help with playing blackjack?
Right. And you know what? It's funny. I'm glad that you brought up like the gambling aspect of it, because I'm always getting, what's the lottery numbers? You know, and when I do this, and I'm not going to say everybody does this, but I'll speak to myself. I'm an area of love and light, so I set my intentions for my highest and greatest good. I talk to Archangel Michael to help guide me and protect me. You know, I also reach out to the universe and spirit guides and so forth. And so gambling isn't part of my highest and greatest good. So I'm probably not going to get that type of information. But I love it when people ask me that. I'm like, you think I'd be driving a Honda Civic? Not that there's anything. I'm very fortunate to have a car. But at the same time, I think about it. I'm like, okay, did you see what I pulled up in? I'm very real when it comes to that kind of stuff. But
I'm actually
always. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, I'm just like horrible at cards, and I was just, because you were talking about cards, I was thinking, I wonder if it would help me in any shape, way. Because I mean, I'm terrible.
Try it.
It's like, oh, it's crazy. And my niece, she's so funny because we have in Maine a casino in Oxford, Maine. And she goes there and she wins like all the time. And me, I can't even win on the stupid slot machines.
My dad's girlfriend's like that every time. She's scratch tickets. She's like always winning everything. I'm like, how are you doing this?
I can't win $100.
I'm awful. I will throw $20 in if I go to gamble and I lose it. I'm like, that's it. I'm done.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's all I can do. But anyways, I'm sorry, Tiffany, I interrupted you.
Oh no, it's okay, because I'll keep on talking. So sometimes I'm like, oh, sorry, I'm talking too much. But I mean, that's good, and it's just, you can, whether you choose to do the playing cards, whether you write down numbers 1 through 10 and rip them up and put them in a bowl and try to pick what number, and so forth. I mean, there's so many different things that you can do, and just practice. That's all. And again, when you're doing this, it's for your own, it's to help yourself. It's to help your own intuition, getting back to basics. I always say, you know, when you're younger, kids are great at this. Kids are great at just being very intuitive because they don't have the self-doubt yet. And what self-doubt is basically, I know a lot of times our parents do it. Like, for instance, I use this example a lot. As you grow up, usually your parents say, Naomi, did you make the bed? And even though you know you made the bed, you go and check it just to appease them. So what's that? That's actually creating self-doubt. It's not that your parents are meaning to create self-doubt. That's not their intention. But at the same time, in your mind, you're like, okay, I already made the bed, but if she just watches me go upstairs and check, then she knows that I did it, you know? So, again, we have to let go of the self-doubt that we've created for ourselves. I mean, how many times have we left the hair straightener on? Have we left the iron on? You know, where are my keys? You put them in the same spot every day, but there are some days where you're like, wait a minute, did I leave them there? No, I don't know. Again, it's a self-doubt. And I know you guys are laughing because you totally can relate. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those things, and you're like, oh, I knew. Why didn't I? Like, you know, like especially when it comes to straightening my hair, I know that I do my right side of maybe this is my OCD coming out, but like I do the right side the last, and I do it 4 times OCD, 4 times, and then I shut it off and unplug it. And then I'll be driving along, and I think, wait, did I unplug it? Yes, you did, because you do it all the time. But, yeah, it's just learning to trust yourself again and listen to that inner voice.
Right. Awesome. Nikki, you were going to ask something?
Yeah, I wanted to know if when you first realized that you had this gift, did it scare you at all? Like knowing that, you know, you have this inner gift and you,
like I mean, the unknown.
The unknown of like.
I didn't realize how easy it came to me.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is because the very first time I read somebody, I sat down in front of a stranger, and because I was at a class, and I sat down in front of a stranger, and I was told, okay, you two give each other readings. And I'm looking at this person, and this person's looking back at me, and we're both scared. Like, are we going to see the right thing? Are we going to see the wrong thing? What if we hurt this person's feelings? What's going to happen? What if we don't get anything? And, you know, I started blurting out, I'll never forget it. I said, okay, this is exactly how it went. Man, pause. Gold chain, pause. Red truck. Okay. And then the woman that was sitting across from me was like, this is my uncle. This is my uncle. And I'm like, wait a minute, what?
Oh, wow.
I was able to let go and tune in and really just take my thoughts out of it and just see what was coming right to my mind. And when I say that, it's almost, okay, girls, think of what you wore yesterday. You don't have to say it out loud, but just think of what you wore yesterday, and let me know when you can.
Okay.
Okay. Well, how did you get that? How did you get that picture in your mind? You guys are looking at each other like, what? It's a memory, right?
Yeah.
It's a memory. You guys are like, wait, no, I got the top at TJ Maxx. No, it's a memory in your mind. So that's a picture. So that's how it comes to me. I see pictures it's like a film strip. So I see pictures in my mind, and it happens so quickly that I try my best to get that picture out of my mind as quick as I possibly can.
Okay.
And again, it's hard because it's not my memory. So that's where sometimes, and I second guess myself sometimes too, just because I'm human. Like, wait a minute, should I say it? And I realize if I don't say it, they'll always say, oh yeah, that was my Aunt Fran, and she loved to bake brownies. And that's always something where in my mind, like, oh, I don't know why I'd say brownies, but you know, it's not up to me. Just say brownies. You know.
Well, I asked this question because I have a 13-year-old son, and he actually sees spirits. And if you ever question him about it, he gets really nervous. He shuts down, and he doesn't want to talk about it. So it's like I don't want to push him in any type of direction, but it's almost like he's scared of it, you know. So that's why I was wondering if go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think it can be. No, sorry. I think sometimes it can be a little bit difficult, especially at that age, because they're going through so many changes. And, you know, at that age, a lot of people can be pretty critical. You know, their peers can be pretty critical. So I think it might be difficult to sometimes own it and really adjust to it. And if you don't set your boundaries, and I always talk about setting boundaries and how important it is, if you don't set your boundaries, it's pretty much having spirit being able to communicate to you all the time, and it can be tiring. If you acknowledge it all the time, it can be very tiring. And that's why it's really good to set up boundaries for yourself, especially if he is highly intuitive. And that can be, you know, the way I tell people, if someone was in their physical form in front of you, talking to you while you're sleeping, what would you do? Would you just let them continue to talk, or would you say, okay, it's time for me to go to bed now. I'll talk to you in the morning.
Exactly.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
And that,
because
and
if you didn't, they'd be talking all night.
Exactly. So I get that. So many people that are highly intuitive will say, spirit comes to me and I just can't get sleep, and they just come to me all the time. And I say, okay, well, you have to set your boundaries, and that's the best way I can describe it. Would you let someone physically here interrupt you while you go in the bathroom? No. Okay. So what would you do while you're going to the bathroom?
Yeah.
I don't know. You got kids, Tiffany?
No, I don't.
Yeah, that's
you guys are like, oh, that's old news. Yeah.
Mom, yeah,
I have 3 dogs that come into the bathroom. So I guess, kids and dogs are totally different. So.
Well, not
never mind.
They are, but they kind of are similar.
Right. So I mean that's something that I definitely would talk to him about, is just trying to don't be scared of it, but start setting your boundaries.
Yeah. He completely shuts down, and it's only family members that knows about it. But if you ask him, he'll shut down. Like, he's seen something, and I'll question him, and he just won't answer me, and it's fine. I'm not going to pressure him into saying something he doesn't want to say.
Sounds like he's not ready to embrace it.
Yeah. I don't think he is. And plus, a boy, he's probably.
Yeah. I mean, at 13, that's a tough age.
He's been doing it. He's been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
But.
Wow. Now, Tiffany,
I would always be open to help you out and talk to him if you want. Obviously not now, but I'm just.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Thank you.
That would be even more awkward for him right now.
I know, right? He'd be like, "Oh, Mom, really?"
It's like, seriously?
I hate you.
You did it. It's embarrassing. Yeah.
He's like, I totally hate you. Now, Tiffany, I think it was you that said that I overheard say one time, when you get messages from spirits, that it's like they're driving by in a race car. Correct?
Yes, a lot of times, because I can hear them as well. And so for names, for instance, I always say that. It's almost like they're driving by me going 100 miles an hour. So say the name Anne, because this has happened to me. The name Anne, I could hear is a faint, like, Anna. And I could say, okay, even though I heard that, I'm going to start with Anne. Is it Anne? Because I'm feeling Anne, and then if not, okay, it's either Anne or Anna. I try my best to be as detailed as I possibly can. Sometimes it can be, like I've gotten Nikki, and it was supposed to be Nikki, that sort of thing. So I always tell people, okay, just give me a little bit of break. Remember, I am human, and I'm going to try my best. Because I've had people flat out say, no, it's not Anne, it's Anna. I'm like, okay.
Come on.
So, yeah, because, we just want to hear from our loved ones so much, and we want to hear exactly what they have to say. And I always say, especially when it comes to the message part, it's usually messages that we need to hear, not necessarily messages that we want to hear. So maybe some information that you may not want to hear right now, but if you just hold on to it and let it digest, it will come around to you, and hopefully you will accept it. Maybe not at the time I'm telling you, but if you can just hold on to it.
Exactly.
Now, what is like one of the most difficult readings or the most uncomfortable reading you've had? I mean, you don't have to say details, names, or anything, but that you can remember, like, oh, wow, I really wish I didn't get this message.
Well, again, I do operate in a love and light fashion, so I do get a lot of, whether it doesn't matter how they passed, in a sense. I will tell you one thing. I mean, hearing, because sometimes they will go into, for validation purposes, how they passed, and maybe what was going on in their mind at the time of their passing and so forth. But one thing that will always remain consistent is how they are present moment. And they always say, hey, look, I'm okay. I can, whether they were disabled. They always show me that they can move, they have access to moving their limbs. Or if maybe someone suffers from depression, a lot of times they'll show me, like, hey, depression or addiction, actually. A lot of times they'll tell me I'm free and clear. You have to let them know I'm free and clear. I mean, even though I do operate in a love and light, again, you have that human side of you, and sometimes it can be really difficult. And that's when you have to, again, you have to be careful with the people that are sitting across from you, because you don't know at what stage of grieving they're at.
Yeah.
Either. So you have to be cautious. You can't just come out with certain information. You have to be gentle.
Right.
So, I mean, again, the human aspect, sometimes hearing maybe how someone's passed, it's very difficult to hear. And, I mean, it happens. I hear so many stories that are heart-wrenching. But, again, focusing on the positive of it is that they will always tell me that, hey, I'm okay, I'm here, I love you, I'm talking to you, I want you to know I'm okay. And that I always say, if I can bring comfort to someone for the amount of time that I'm with them, whether it's 10 minutes, whether it's an hour, that's what I want to provide for the person sitting across from me. Because
that's great.
We still continue on, but I think that was, especially the more readings I did, it wasn't just a regular type of, I would come in contact with different types of passings, and I think that was really difficult to hear. But again, I do stress, more importantly, that is consistent. They will always say, look, I'm here, and they do get their messages of love and light across, and they do show their signs that they are always with us, and I think that's more important than how they might have left here.
Yeah. Right, exactly. I agree. I totally agree. Now, for our listeners, anybody who is interested in having a live reading with Tiffany, you can go ahead and call in right now. The number is 713-955-0384. That's 713-955-0384. I didn't like to make it dyslexic or anything.
I would do the same too, because,
Anyways, so, and if you're put on hold for a while, don't worry, we'll definitely get to you. But just, hold on, and we'll bring you on to the show. So we have a couple callers on right now, if you're ready, Tiffany.
All right.
All right, so hold on. We'll bring someone on right now. Welcome to Into the Unknown Realm. Who are we speaking with?
This is Jill.
Hi, Jill.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
All right, so you're on with Tiffany. Go ahead, Tiffany.
Hi, Jill. How are you?
I'm well, Tiffany. How are you?
I'm doing great. Great. Thank you for calling. So, okay, right away, I'm getting a male energy. I don't know if this is a father figure to you. It's either father or grandfather, but it's a very strong male energy who's coming through. He's also acknowledging the month of August as being significant. So August could be birthday, anniversary, or maybe when someone's passed.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not. That doesn't ring any bells, but
that's okay. Just hold on to it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, and he's also acknowledging the number 4. So the number 4 could be, my first thought is, I don't know if he's one of 4, if you have 4 children, 4 pregnancies.
Not me.
Okay.
Or.
And your dad is still here?
No, he was an only child.
Oh, but has your dad passed?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, he's showing me the number 4 is significance. So I know I brought up the month of August as being significant.
Okay.
So I don't know if maybe the 4th of the month, has it been 4 years? He keeps on showing me 4.
He passed away on the 4th of the month, but not August.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. He's just acknowledging the number 4. And that's the thing. They'll keep on telling me until we make that connection. So
right.
Sorry if I repeat myself. I'm like, okay, 4. Okay, 4. I tend to do that. And then, okay. But I want you to hold on to August, okay? Because I know it's not making sense yet, but it may make sense after we get off the phone, okay?
Okay.
Also want to acknowledge the name Jean or Jeannie.
Okay.
And just because I acknowledge your name, they don't have to be passed, okay?
Right.
I know I didn't explain myself. I love his spirit. He's dancing around. He's like, I'm here. And he's laughing. He's telling me that he has his dancing shoes on.
Okay.
Was he a jokester?
I don't really know.
Okay. Because it's almost like he's like a dry jokester. Like he's just kind of like, yep, we got my dancing shoes on. I also want to acknowledge the name Robert as well.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. And, hello? Sorry?
Yeah, no, I'm writing everything down.
Oh, no, that's okay. Write it down. Hold on to it. Okay. So, he's just saying thank you. And he's saying thank you it's almost for putting up with him. Okay? And he's acknowledging that he's telling me it was no easy task.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Mhm.
Okay. And he keeps on saying, you're the best. You're the best.
Well, that's nice to hear.
I know. A lot of people like the favorite, like being called the favorite. But I keep on hearing, you're the best. And he's telling me that he's happy that we have an understanding now. Okay.
Okay.
Because he knows as far as, again, he just wants to go back a little bit about emotionally. I know that he's just showing me that he wasn't, it's almost like tables were turned. He wasn't there for you a lot growing up emotionally, but towards the end, you ended up being the one to be there for him.
Right. Yeah.
Okay? That's how he's showing it to me. And I think that's why he's saying thank you to you. And I'm hearing, I love the boys. Do you have 2 sons?
I don't.
You don't? I'm hearing, I love the boys. Do you?
I don't. I have a brother, yes.
A brother? Okay. So I'm hearing, I love the boys. Unless maybe. And here's the thing. It's like a puzzle piece. I always try to piece it together. This is my human side coming out. Like, okay, then maybe it's this.
Right.
I can't help it. So maybe it's a vets club. Does that make sense?
A what?
Like a vets club, a Knights of Columbus, because he just keeps on showing me, like, the boys. Okay, those. It was like his group.
Yep.
And he's saying the gang's all here. And he wants you to know that he's not alone.
Okay.
And he's just showing me this huge hug. And he wasn't big on hugs, but he's showing me this huge hug, and he's giving you a huge hug right now. And he's telling me to tell you have to know that it's from his heart.
Okay.
Okay. And just just know that he is looking out for you.
Well, somebody's got to.
What's that? Hello?
She said somebody's got to.
I said, well, somebody has to look out for me.
Yeah, exactly. And start paying attention to cardinals, okay?
Okay.
I always talk about cardinals being huge. Cardinals, butterflies, dragonflies, they're all really big spirit creatures. So whenever we think of our loved ones, a lot of times our loved ones will show us a cardinal, a dragonfly, butterfly, a hawk is really big as well. But he keeps on showing himself as a cardinal. So just start paying attention a little bit more. You might start noticing more cardinals in your path. Okay?
Good. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. I have to go over my notes again.
Thank you, Jill, for calling in.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, so we have another person waiting to speak with you. Welcome to Into the Unknown Realm. You're on with Nikki, Naomi, and Tiffany. Who are we talking with? Hello?
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 Who are we talking with?
This is Nicole. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. You're on the air right now.
Exciting.
Hi, Nicole.
Go ahead,
This is Tiffany.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
So, right away, another mail. I have another mail coming through for you, and he's saying he's so happy. He's like, you made it through. So I don't know if he's been having a hard time getting through or not, but he's so excited. And he's showing me right now, he's saying, show her 22. Show her 22. Okay?
Yeah, makes sense.
You understand that? Okay.
I do.
And it's like he has fireworks, and I'm just saying, I love you, girl. I love you, girl. He's acknowledging, he's saying you finally did it. You finally did it. So I don't know if you just made a big decision in your life, okay? I feel like this could be with relationship. I don't feel like it's with work. But he's just saying you finally did it, okay? And again, he's showing me the fireworks, okay?
Makes sense.
And he's laughing because he's saying that you two talk. So even though he's not here physically, he's acknowledging that you talk every night to him before you go to bed.
Very true.
Aww. She's so good. I know. She's making me emotional. Sorry. Go ahead.
Don't make me cry, Tiff. Don't do it. But it's a better reading when we do, right?
So he's acknowledging that time is coming up. He's telling me time is coming up. All right. Oh, hold on. Okay. He's acknowledging that time is coming up, and he knows. And I keep on hearing, "Don't be sad for me, babe." Okay. So he's telling me to tell you, just go back to the lake. He's showing me a big lake. Okay, and I think that's where you find a lot of your inner peace, okay, and serenity, because I know that you've been thinking about him a lot lately. And this may sound totally random, but he's showing me chocolate pudding. I don't know if he was thinking about making chocolate pudding. I don't know if he had chocolate pudding for lunch. I have to acknowledge it. I know sometimes I get food when I get hungry.
The rest makes sense. The pudding doesn't, but...
Hold on.
The rest does.
No, I have to acknowledge the chocolate pudding. I don't know where it's coming. It may be something that's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know. But I have to acknowledge it. Okay? And he's just saying, Matty. Okay? Okay, and I don't know if you were just recently supposed to go to a concert, but he's acknowledging a concert that just passed. I feel like he was supposed to go to a concert, or you got offered to go and you didn't go.
Yes.
Okay.
In July, yes.
Okay. And he's just saying, that was my concert. Like, there could have been a concert that he, like an artist that he really liked. Or,
yeah.
Oh, you understand that? Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And he just says, but she wears my shirts.
I do.
And he also wants to acknowledge he's showing me a heart. He keeps on showing me hearts. I don't know if you just recently got something heart-shaped or something heart engraved. I know my grandmother always shows me hearts, but I don't feel like he's showing you. Like, I don't feel like he shows himself as a heart. I just feel like it's either a piece of jewelry that's shaped like a heart or something that you just got engraved that is in the shape of a heart.
I think he just has my heart.
Yeah, he does. He does. And he just said, my girl, my girl.
That's so sweet.
And he keeps on showing me those fireworks. It's like he's celebrating. He's celebrating something. So again, I don't know if it's a certain decision that you just made for yourself or not, but he's definitely celebrating. Oh,
yeah,
do you understand that? Okay, because
I do, and I'm glad to hear it because I was doubting it.
Okay. All right.
So that's
saying,
approval.
Yay. And he just put a cowboy hat on you, by the way.
Yeah.
He just says, I love my cowgirls. Okay, so with that, and he's saying keep up the good work because he knows how hard you've been trying. So, again, just with he said another dream. Have you just dreamt about him?
Not that I remember, but maybe once.
Okay.
Not recently.
Yeah, okay. Because he's very proud of you, especially with everything that you've been doing lately. And I know I repeat myself a lot, but with this, I feel like, because he mentioned that you two talk every night before you fall asleep. So you need to start trusting yourself a little bit more. And when you think of him and you get certain messages, you need to realize that, yes, they are from him.
Okay.
And know that those messages come straight from the heart.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
This is the one
Nicole,
thing about doing phone readings. I can't hug people.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling in, Nicole.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, Tiffany, you're doing such a lovely job.
Yes, you are. We're getting emotional.
All right, so we have another caller. Hold on, wait a second. Welcome to Into the Unknown Realm. Who are we talking with?
This is Cindy.
Hi, Cindy.
Hi,
You're on with.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
You're on with Tiffany.
Hi, Cindy. Oh, sorry. I have a problem with talking over people. Hi, Cindy. How are you?
I'm excellent. How are you?
Fabulous. Okay, right away I have a female energy coming through for you. Okay. I'm also, they want me to acknowledge that there's two of them there, so I'm not sure if this is mom and grandmother on your mother's side.
Definitely mom. It could be two moms.
Okay. And also, I keep on, whenever this arises, I always forget that I didn't mention it. When I get a mother figure, just so you know, this is for everybody, I sometimes don't get stepmothers, in-laws, or if you're adopted or anything like that. Like a mother figure is just how it feels. It feels like a mother figure to me. So, so when you said that, that's why I wanted to explain it, because sometimes I won't get the in-law step twice removed and so forth. Because you know how it is nowadays. Everybody has family from everywhere.
Right.
Including myself. So, and I'm just hearing ripples here, and it's funny because it's almost like It's like a friendly competition. Like, hey, no, I'm here. Well, I'm here too. Let her know. Okay. I also want to acknowledge there's 2 months coming, so keep in mind they could be talking over each other as well. Okay.
Okay.
I'm getting the month of May as significance, and also the month of February. So those months could be birthday, anniversary, or maybe when someone's passed.
Okay.
Okay.
February is my mom's birthday.
Okay, February is your mom?
Yeah.
And then May is, okay. Also, just saw the number 12 is significant. So I don't know if it's the 12th of the month.
No.
Okay. Or has it been 12 years or 12 months? She's gone to number 12.
Oh. Yeah, 12 years she's been gone.
Okay. So this is just her validating, like, hey, it's me. I told you I'd come through. Oh, my gosh, she's a riot. She's a hot ticket. She just like, gives you like a little punch on the arm. She goes, see, I told you wouldn't have to pay.
Oh, my gosh.
I love it. She is just like, and she's showing me like little coupons too. Like are you the one with the coupons, or did she collect the coupons? Who did the coupons?
We went through a spell where we collected them but never really used them.
Okay, so that's, again, this is just her showing me that as a form of validation to you, just so you see, hey, this is her. And I think it's so funny when they bring up things where, and that's one of those things where in my mind I'd be like, why would I bring up a coupon? But see, it makes perfect sense to you. It's important because she's very aware of her appearance, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And she's telling me to tell you, I have beautiful hair.
Oh, my God. That's awesome.
Okay.
Wow.
She's just playing, and she's like, tell her I have beautiful hair now.
Oh, my gosh. Okay.
Okay. And she's telling me to tell you that she loves her bracelet. Did you just recently get a bracelet for her, or were you given a bracelet for her in memory of her?
No, but I've been thinking about getting a Mom Alex and Ani bracelet for her.
So this is a perfect example. A lot of times I may not get if it just recently happened, if it is happening, or if it's going to happen.
Right.
But what's wonderful about this is that our thoughts, when we put it out to the universe, it manifests, and the universe gets it.
Right.
They hear it. So even if you've been thinking about it a lot, like, I gotta get to the store to get that. She's like, hey, guess what? You're getting it.
Oh my gosh.
So she's very aware of what you're doing and what's going on currently. And she's just saying, she's happy. She's saying, I can breathe, and she's happy that you can breathe, okay? She's just saying that you just recently de-stressed. And what's going on with the pedicure? Did you just recently get a pedicure? Obviously, I know it's summer. We always get pedicures in summer, but she keeps on showing me your feet. Were you just talking about getting a pedicure today?
I don't remember if I talked about it today. I got one for my birthday, and I haven't had one since then, but I've been thinking that I need to, I don't know,
touch it up a little bit.
Have them redone or something.
It could very well just be her showing the significance of your birthday as well. She also wants me to show you the number 33 as significance. Okay, I don't know if that's a favorite number, but she showed me the number 33. Okay.
I have no idea why.
Okay, it wouldn't be March 3rd, would it?
No.
Okay, just thought I'd try to piece it together. But she keeps on showing me 33, so just hold on to that one, okay?
Okay.
Oh, I love her. She's funny. She is.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, she's little Miss Chatty Cathy. And she keeps on saying, woohoo, woohoo. Did you hear Cindy Lou Who?
Oh, Little Lulu, maybe.
Little Lou? Okay. Because I'm hearing Lou Who. So that was my take with Cindy Lou Who. So the fact that she's calling you Little Lou Who, That's
yeah.
Okay. She's acknowledging your nickname. And she's also saying the baby. Are you the baby?
Oh, my God, yes, I am.
Okay. She's just acknowledging the baby. Bring up the baby, the baby.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I was always introduced as this is my baby.
Okay. And so she's acknowledging your nickname, and she's also acknowledging, that you're the baby and introduced as the baby. And she just wants me to tell you, just let her know that I love her. I love her. And you need to know, you have to start trusting more because she's showing herself more and more to you, okay? And start paying attention to butterflies. She's showing me these beautiful butterflies, okay? So I want you to start paying attention. Like I don't know if you heard the reading earlier, but I had mentioned cardinals. But don't be surprised if you start noticing some butterflies in your path.
Okay. It's funny, there was just one flying around me today. I work at a school, and there was one at duty. Yeah.
See? Because they know. They know it's going to happen. Even if it could have been like a last minute, like, oh, see if I can get through. We'll check it out. Like they know. They know. It's amazing. Again, even with her picking up on that you wanted to get a bracelet for her, in memory for her. She's like, hey, guess what? Let's talk about it. Okay.
Yep.
Get the bracelet. So just be aware. Just be aware that your mom is around you. Okay.
Yep. Can I ask you about something that we've been wondering about?
Okay, I'll try my best to answer.
Well, pennies.
Pennies?
Yeah, like the coin pennies.
Oh, okay. All right. Do you find them randomly?
We do find them randomly, and it's usually related to my sister and I. Okay.
And is it when you guys aren't getting along?
Oh, no, we get along very, very well. It always happens together.
Okay. All right. Because, and I'm getting the number 3 again. So I'm going to ask you, I know it's you and your sister, but are there 3 of you together? Meaning, is there three kids?
Well, she has 4 kids, but I'm wondering if the 3 girls, me, my sister-in-law, and my sister. My sister-in-law is like a sister. You know what I mean?
So that could be why she keeps on showing me the 3 again, because remember I was saying 3, and we couldn't figure it out. So then she's showing the 3 again. So I think that could be it.
It could. We're very close. Leonie was very close with my mom.
And she's also saying she's saying 1 for each of you. So I don't know if you see pennies frequently together. Well, obviously you said you see them together, but do you each find one?
I don't think with Leonie so much, but it could mean something else.
Okay. All right.
Pearls.
Okay.
Or that would have to do with jewelry, too. She got us those wish pearls in an oyster.
Oh, yes, yes.
Together. And all of us girls got one.
Okay. So she's upping it. She's like, forget the pennies for a second. I got to eat one.
Right.
Eat you guys something. Acknowledge that.
Right.
She's awesome. So, again, and what I always say, too, like pennies down from heaven, they're always abundant, especially when we think of our loved ones. And if you have that inkling of, you know what, that's Mom, well, guess what? It is Mom. And that's what I always say, start trusting it. And go with that. And I think with the couple minutes that we had just now, she has shown validation for you to say, hey, guess what? I'm here.
I do too.
And she just said, don't forget to change your sheets. Do you need to change the sheets on your bed?
Oh, gee.
I know. Now she's airing out your dirty laundry.
Right. Well, we used to change her for her all the time because she couldn't do it. And so I don't know. Maybe that's funny.
That's the thing. She's a chatty Cathy. She keeps on talking. So she has so much love for you. And again, obviously she's with you 100% of the time. So just know that your mom is with you. And she said, tell the girls I said hello.
Okay.
Okay.
Cindy, thank you for calling.
Thank you, Cindy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Bye.
Oh, that's so funny.
Well, I know. I think it's so funny what spirit comes up with and what they choose to say. And,
right.
and one thing that I do want to say to everybody is that sometimes if they don't bring up certain subjects, this may not be the correct platform for them to bring up certain subjects. Again, whether it's in a group setting, they may not want some of their story told. They may prefer a private reading, or, on the radio. Maybe they want more time than just the couple minutes that we have. You never know. But, again, it's always information that you need to hear pertaining to what's going on in your life currently, rather than information that you want to hear. So,
Tiffany, we have one more person who's been patiently waiting. Do you have time for one more?
I can do one more.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
Okay.
Welcome to Into the Unknown Realm. Who are we speaking with?
Hi, it's Darla.
Hi, Darla.
Hi, Darla.
You're on with Tiffany. Go ahead, Tiffany.
Hi, Tiffany.
Hi, Darla. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Okay. Well, right away I get another female energy coming through. All right. Okay, and has Mom passed for you?
No.
I'm sorry?
My mom it hasn't passed.
Hasn't passed? Okay, because I'm getting a strong female energy coming through. She's very motherly to you. So maybe
my grandmother.
Is your grandmother? Okay. She's
yes.
also acknowledging the month of September as significant.
Yes. Huge.
You understand that? Okay. She wants me to acknowledge the girls, bring up the girls. Do you have two girls?
I have one little girl that's 4, and we're out of all grandkids, there's only 2 grandsons, and we're all girls. We have a big family of girls.
Okay. So that's probably why she's saying just acknowledge the girls, bring up the girls. And she's saying that you and her were 2 peas in a pod.
I'm sorry?
She's acknowledging that you and her were 2 peas in a pod.
Yeah, we were.
Meaning you two were you were a lot alike. And she's also acknowledging that you stuck by her side all the time.
I did.
She wants me to say, bring up the candies. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And she just said, that's the dollar I love. And she's calling you doll face. She's showing me a doll, and she's calling you doll face. And
a doll face?
Yeah.
My whole life, she gave me porcelain dolls every year for Christmas and my birthday. Dolls, and she collects them, and I have her dolls.
Okay. Aww. Wow. All right. That is amazing, because that's why she's saying doll face. That's why I said she's showing me a doll face, and that's what I was being shown with the porcelain doll.
She has hundreds of dolls.
Oh my gosh. See, I get chills over these. This is my human side. I get chills. And she's also saying Becky or Rebecca as significant. I don't know if that was the name of one of the dolls.
I don't know.
Maybe. Okay, Becky or Rebecca. So just hold on to that. It may not make sense right now. It may make sense a little bit later.
Okay.
And she's saying that you have an uncanny sense of remembering dates and details.
Absolutely, yes. I remember everybody's birthday. I remember phone numbers. I remember details. I can tell you a story and last forever, but it doesn't need to because of all the detail that I put into it.
Right. And then she's pointing to her head. She said, just like me. And she says that's how she wants you to remember her, okay? Because I know towards the end it wasn't the same. She's telling me it wasn't the same, but she wants you to remember her that way, okay? And right now she's showing me a Raggedy Ann and Andy doll.
Yeah, we have one. We have a set.
Okay. And she didn't get a chance to teach you how to sew?
Yeah, I don't know how to sew. She does.
Okay.
She sewed all my grandfather's uniforms.
Okay, so she's just acknowledging that, and she told me, no, it's your turn. It's your turn. It's time for you to start. And she's saying, let her know that she's my angel and I'm her angel. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, I love it. I love. And she's saying, "Come here, girl." And she's giving you a huge hug. She loves giving you hugs. She loves giving you hugs.
Yeah, she does. She was an extremely loving person.
She is, and she still is. And she's telling me to tell you to keep all your change.
Keep all my change. Okay.
Okay. So I don't know if you you collect coins or if you've been I know the last caller that we had, she finds pennies a lot. I don't know if that's similar to you, if you find pennies and dimes, but she's saying collect your change.
Okay.
And she said, don't let anybody tell you that you're different. You're special. You and I know. And I think both you and her are connected on an intuitive sense as well.
Yeah, I agree.
It's almost like you both of you always had that sense of knowing. It was like there's the regulars and then there's you and her.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And I agree with that.
She keeps on showing me like a look that she used to give you. Especially when
someone
would say something. Like a look, like a little look.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Yeah, you understand that? Because
yes.
If I was looking at you in person, I would be doing it, but I can't. So that's the best I can describe it. But it's almost like she gives you a look when somebody says something, and you and her would just know, like, oh, all right, like that's just how the regular people think. But I want you to know that you and your grandmother has such a strong connection, and you are still connected to her, and you are keeping, and she's saying thank you for doing all the reports. And I don't know if you've just been doing a lot of family history and going over the dates again, because now she's showing me more like a tree-like fashion, okay?
Yeah.
And she's just acknowledging that, and she's saying thank you for doing that. And she's saying you always made her proud.
Always be what?
You always made her proud.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I went through a hard time in life, and even during that time, when everybody else wasn't proud, she was still proud.
And I think that's your validation for her, just letting you know how proud she is and knowing that you two are both still connected. And like she said, don't let people tell you you're different. Know that you're special.
That's awesome.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling, Darla.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that was great.
Thank
I'm totally crying, but that was great.
I wish I could hug you.
She does. She hugs like everybody when she's done with them. She's like, give me a hug.
Give me a hug. I know. And then I tell them I wear extra deodorant for the case, you know. Especially on the hot days.
Well, thank you for calling, Darla.
Thank you, Darla.
You're welcome. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
That was nice.
Wow. What a great last caller. That's awesome.
I'm so excited. I know, the dolls. I couldn't believe it. Like I said, I'm human too. Sometimes I get freaked out. Not freaked out, but it's just one of those like aha moments. Like, wow, wow, that just happened.
Now, Tiffany, just a quick question. I know we're like out of time, but
Sure.
I have one of my friends who is a psychic medium, and when she gets like confirmation of information that she's said, that when she's speaking to someone about what she's getting, she gets like a feeling or like a almost like a tickle or something on her back that confirms with her, with the spirits, that yes, you're right, that what you're saying is right. Do you get stuff like that?
I would say it's more just the gut feeling. Like, I know a lot of times, and you guys probably heard me, for instance, in the first call when I said 4 and it wasn't making sense, and I kept on getting 4, and that's why I kept on repeating it, because I'm like, I know it's 4. I know there's a 4 somewhere. I may not be interpreting it correctly, so I have to do my best because I know sometimes people hang on to everything that I say, so that's why I say, okay, it may not be 4 children, maybe it's the 4th of the month, 4 years. I try to get it out there to just kind of have them think outside of the box, and that's when I know that there is validation, when they continually press the issue.
Right.
But I don't get any, throughout some of these readings tonight, I did get chills, like, wow,
yeah.
and that's just the receiving end of it. But usually when I know that there's no ifs, ands, and buts, it's when I start to repeat myself a lot.
Gotcha. Yeah. Wow.
That's how I get it. Yeah.
Wow. Amazing night.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Thank you guys so much for having me on. I know. I feel like we can talk forever.
I know. 3 hours.
Air and we'll keep on talking.
I know. Who's next now?
Now you have you do readings privately and in galleries, and you have different options you have to the public.
Absolutely.
If you want to share like your contact information, how people can reach you,
yeah.
what you have to offer, and what's coming up next for you.
Excellent. Okay. Well, if anybody's on Facebook, I have a page. It's Spirit Medium Tiffany, and there's actually 2 of them, but there's one that is existing, and the one that's existing is me in a jean jacket. That's the other one I didn't do correctly, so it's not an active site. So it's Spirit Medium Tiffany on Facebook. If you're on Twitter, it's Spirit Tiff. My website is tiffanyrice.com. I offer private readings, group readings, meaning house parties. I do gallery readings. I do fundraising. I am a Reiki master, so I offer Reiki. I teach guided meditation. I also teach intuitive classes. Again, I have my show Spirit Connections every Tuesday night at 7. And I offer a free newsletter. And usually with my newsletters, I always post what's happening, what's coming up, and so forth. I know especially after the summer, there's going to be a lot of conventions. I'm going to be at Rhode Island Comic-Con, which I'm looking forward to. And, yeah, I'm constantly updating. So if there is anything, if anybody ever has any questions, or if you're interested in a reading, and by the way, I do offer phone readings as well, just like today. I do offer the phone readings, too. So I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear feedback. And, again, thank you, girls, for having me on the show. I had so much fun.
Yeah, we're so glad you did join. Now, if I remember correctly, you have a big thing coming up. You're going to be in a movie, aren't you?
I am, yes. I'm very honored to be in a movie called The Veil Principle, and director is Chris DeCesare, and
awesome, man.
Actually going to be, yes, he's amazing. I'm going to be heading out there in 2 weeks, heading out to film, so I'm pretty excited about that. A little bit nervous, but I'm pretty excited about that. And, the film is primarily based on a soldier that came back from Afghanistan who suffers from PTSD. And the role that I play is I am a friend that he's always had, someone that he confides in someone that is pretty much been there for his foundation of his youth. And now I'm dealing with how he is after the war, after him coming back from Afghanistan. So, you know, they had selected me to be part of this project, and I couldn't be more, you know, happy and flattered to have them even think of me for doing this. So it's something that I'm really excited to be a part of, and yeah, we start filming in the next couple of weeks. So
that is
so
awesome.
Yeah, John Tobin is in it as well.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's been on your show or not, but he's known in the paranormal field. So
Glory Hunt Hounds. Yeah.
Yes. I'm very excited to work with everybody, and yes, I'm sure. I'm trying to get. Well, this is my plan. I'm planning because I know most of them are in New York and Pennsylvania and so forth. But I'm saying when everything is all said and done, I want to try to get something up here, whether it's Rhode Island or Massachusetts, and have a viewing up here for everybody around here, you know.
Definitely. Wow, what an
honor.
Wow, that's awesome. Good for you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I know, I'm nervous. I'm really nervous, but it'll be fun. So it'll be in all good company, and anybody who's ever met Chris or Mara, you know, they're very easygoing, very professional, but very easygoing, which is my speed.
Yeah, definitely very nice people. Definitely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But I'll definitely keep you guys in the loop.
Awesome.
With everything.
I can't wait to see it. That's going to be an awesome movie. I love the storyline behind it. That's cool. Very cool. Well, Tiffany, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm so glad you were able to speak and touch so many people's lives tonight. That is awesome. Absolutely. Giving us goosebumps, and we're like, oh.
Emotional over here.
That's awesome.
Well, again, thank you guys so much. And with the readings, I know maybe there were calls that didn't get answered tonight, but just know that our loved ones are with us at all times, and just know to start trusting a little bit more. And there are constant signs, whether I mentioned the dragonfly, the butterfly, cardinals, or hawks. Those are all huge spirit animals. But also start paying attention to numbers. For instance, the time. You know, my grandmother's birthday is July 16th. I always get in my car at 7:16, or I always notice the clock at 7:16. You know, it's going to be little things like that. But they're constantly showing us signs. We just have to be open and aware and start trusting it.
Absolutely. So wonderful.
And I always say we're never truly alone.
No.
So.
Awesome. Very good words to live by.
Absolutely.
All right, Tiffany. Well, thank you once again for joining us. And anytime you want to come back on the show, you're more than welcome to.
I would love to. Sweatpants and all.
All right. Well, you have a great night.
Thank you
all
again.
Right, you too. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
You too.
Thanks.
Oh, she is awesome.
She is amazing. She, totally. I grew up with Darla.
Yeah.
And, so everything that she said was just spot on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can sit here and say that everything that she said was just absolutely 100% real.
Yeah, those of you Darla is her friend that called in. She's the one that was the last one on, and which was awesome for Nikki to experience this with her friend. And Nikki's like, everything that's coming on, it's like her eyes are welling up, and she's in tears. Or they're
like my gram too.
Yeah, so she's like, it's awesome to be able to experience that with your friend, to hear that, and to know that this is truly the person that's trying to come through.
Absolutely.
And that's awesome. That's so cool. Yeah, Tiffany is an amazing spirit medium and just so highly comes recommended. And clearly, obviously, we know why.
Exactly.
She definitely proved herself. And anybody who, wants to talk with her, definitely, connect with her. She's very easy to find on Facebook and such a pleasure to speak with. And anytime that, there's any fundraisers, she always does her galleries for free.
Nice.
As part of, helping her efforts of fundraising for the event. So, which is awesome.
Absolutely.
That's great when you can use your gifts and your abilities to share that with other people. And she literally, she'll go to person to person to person. She won't be able to get to everybody because usually her galleries are loaded with people because she's so good. But I mean, it's amazing how spot on she is with so many people. And literally, I kid you not, whenever she's done, she hugs them because she's so wow, this is awesome.
Absolutely.
And she just feels so good about what she does, and
that's great.
That's a gift.
It is, absolutely.
Definitely a gift. But anyways, we are obviously running out of so much time.
It's girls' night.
Yeah. Woo-hoo. So I just want to remind you guys that next week we have Paranormal After Party coming on. A bunch of crazy and fun people. So you definitely have to listen in. I'm sure that one's going to go well over time. Which is okay by us. We have 2 hours we get filled. So definitely listen in. And then the following week we have... I believe it's the following week, Shannon Sylvia from Ghost Hunters International. She's also another person who is from Massachusetts, and very cool lady, very, very cool lady. She's awesome to sit and talk to, and so that'll be a great show. And then, we can go on and on, but anyways, so Nikki, thanks for sticking in here and hanging out with us.
Me.
And
it was fun and exciting.
Steve's
and emotional.
Steve's gonna be like, what I missed. You're replacing me with Nikki, aren't you?
Hey, you never know.
And you're more than welcome to join us too. Anytime you want to come hang out with us, talk to all our wonderful paranormal friends.
I had
and
fun.
Stuff.
I missed you.
Oh. We're going to start crying again.
I know, right? Let's keep getting.
Anyways, we want to thank all of our folks that called in tonight and for sticking on the line. I know there was several of you that were on hold forever, but obviously very well worth it.
You definitely got your messages.
Yeah, definitely. And I want to thank all our listeners for listening tonight. And definitely huge thank you for Tiffany for joining us.
Absolutely.
Anyways, well, everybody have a fantastic week. Enjoy the last few weeks of summer. Make them safe. And we will see you next week.
Good night.
With the
thank you.
Crazy paranormal after party. Good night. Or as Steve says, see ya.
See ya.
This is the rocker, Keith Ramsey from Deep South Paranormal, and you're listening to Steve and Naomi on Into the Unknown Realm on DTM Wicked Radio.